Good evening, everyone. This is your host Dave, and we are going to be opening up this ceremony with your good old picking of the teams just to see who will be facing off who. So, this is going to be day zero where we will be deciding and confirming all the teams and the brackets and how this is going to go off. So, we have already shown off the brackets and how the phases will go on. If you are aware, this is going to be phase one where we will be deciding the teams and their bracket placement through a spin. So, cross your fingers and hope to die 1,000 needles in your eye. So this, of course, is going to be a simple scenario where we spin the wheel. The name that comes up is going to be the one who's going to be placed on the left, and they will, of course, fight off the team on the right. This is how it's going to go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then again, I also would like to welcome everyone to Rivalry League 1.0. The matches will begin from, well, just a few days from now. This has, of course, been brought to you by Mogo, so can't really forget that. Subscribe to the channel, don't forget to follow our socials, and we will, of course, be right here. So let's get the show on the road. Without any further ado, let's go for the first spin. Let's see how this goes out now, shall we? And oh my goodness, it's JU Eagles. Love to see that team. Haven't really seen them play too much or too long in the previous tournaments. So we will, of course, we'll be seeing how they place off. First team is going to be JU Eagles, of course, being packed up in the top left. For the second spin, let's get this on the road. Let's see who they're going to be up against. Goodness gracious, who will it be? And that will be just barely. They would have gone off against SRM Spikers. But no, they're going to be going against Mumbai Sharks. And we know for a fact, having seen them in the previous placement in the previous games, Mumbai Sharks are a force to be reckoned with. They don't go easy on their opponents. Even in the qualifiers match, they were responsible for taking out and deleting just about 30% of the opponents. Not an easy feat, but they did it. They easily did it. So, JU Eagles, let's hope you've got some good old iron in your own pockets, because you're going to need that. Good luck, buddies. Anyway, that's first matchup completed. For the second one, let's get the spin once again rolling. On there is. Two teams have already been eliminated. Could it be a silent Spikers? Just barely once again. Oh, Spikers, of course, they're leaving that. DITU Guldars. Nice to see them once again pop up on it. So they will, of course, be placing up on the second matchup. Let's see who they will be up against next, because then again, we haven't really seen Guldara's DITU make any large highlight performance in our tournament so far. So let's see who they'll be fighting against nonetheless. Get the spin running. The wheel spins. The wheel of fortune spins. This will decide who your opponents will be and who you will fight. And just barely survives it. Could have been going up against Mumbai Sharks team red. Instead, they'll be going for VIT Titans blue. Easily. Just barely survived that one. And I am going to be a bit lenient over here because I must, having seen their performance, they are a force to be reckoned with. Mumbai Sharks in general are quite the handsome opponents to be up against. So I'll consider them to be the lucky ones. For that's going to be second matchup. Let's get the spin running again. Spin it, I say. For the third matchup. Looking up to seeing what this will be. Oh my goodness. It's VIT Titans? Red? Alright, luckily, VIT Titans red will not be fighting blue. Fighting some different teams. So transitions already occurred. We are up in that, and let's see who they'll be fighting. Get the spin running, boys. That's how I like it. Just going round and round and round, as it should be. Up ahead, there we are. It's going to be Spikers and maybe nope. Just barely. Alright, it's going to be Team BCIIT. Quite a formidable opponent. We haven't really seen much of him or anything at all from their end. However, we have also heard that they have a new lineup, given how their performance was somewhat decent, but could have done better. So that's what the rumors say, that they've changed up the team. So let's see how it'll play out this time. VIT Titans Red will be fighting off Team BCIIT. Now, next matchup. Let's roll it, shall we? Keep rolling. Who are we up? Is it going to be LPU Tigers? Oh, yes, it is. Everyone knows LPU Tigers. You can't forget LPU Tigers. Easily one of the most recognizable teams in the game. They powerhouse. It's just about anyone they face off against. Of course, in the finals and semifinals, they had a bit of a trouble going off against Sharks again. Nonetheless, it's a formidable team. So maybe they have a few new tricks up this league. Let's see how they'll play off and who they will be playing off against. Who could be? This could be good. Let's get the roll spinning and see who they're going to be up against. This is going to be an exciting one. This is going to be good. This has to be good. Come on. What are we seeing? Is it? It's Mumbai Sharks! Oh, Lady Luck can be quite cruel at times because, as fate would have it, Mumbai Sharks are going to be fighting off LPU. And for those who do not know, in the history, we have seen LPU Tigers have trouble with Mumbai Sharks previously in the previous tournaments. And to think that they'll be fighting them in the first match, it's going to be red as well. Now, we do not know if red or blue, which is the better team. There's going to be a main team and there's going to be a second team. Nonetheless, LPU Tigers will be fighting Mumbai Sharks. And if they happen to win this, it's going to be one easy opponent off. But then again, they'll need to get rid of them because every time they keep on playing, every time they keep on joining, there's always a baddie. Mumbai Shark has been one of those baddies, the gatekeeper to the main goal, which is going to be the finals for them. Now, of course, they will be fighting them in the qualifiers, so maybe they will win this and have an easy path to the victory. Maybe they will not win this and be out in the first game. We do not. There's going to be knockout for the first one, so let's get this roll spinning again, shall we? Keep your eyes on the wheel. Who could it be? It's going to be Assam Spikers. Nope, BJMC. Team BJMC. BJMC University's team, new to the entry, is going to be right up next for match number 5. And who will they be fighting up? Spin the wheel. Thank you. Now, nice on the prize. Keep your eyes steady. So it looks like it's going to be RGIT. Yes, it will be. Going to be two really good teams. I haven't really seen much of them, and we do not really know what their caliber is, or how good, or how what their level is. So this is going to be a good form up to see how this is going to be playing out. Now, of course, that means for round number 5, game 5, Mamba number 5 is going to be Team BJMC versus Team RGIT. Good on, good on, good on. Moving on. Spin the wheel, boys! The wheel spins, and so does the fate of these teams. Oh my goodness! If only they had a good. Oh! It's gonna be Reva. It's gonna be Reva. It's Reva. It's Reva. It is indeed. Sweet. Game 6. It's gonna be Team Reva, REVA. That's Reva University, and they have, of course, made a transition to come into Valorant. Good transition, I'd say. Good choice, and we'll see them play again. This is going to be a total of 18 teams. Spin the wheel, boys! I want to see who they're up against. Come on, spin it. Let's go. Let's go. I can't wait for this. The Mogo spins. Punima Panthers. Is it Punima Panthers? Just barely. Okay. Oh, just barely. All right. Spike is blue. I've heard that they are fairly decent and would give a fair competition to Reva. Punima Panthers, on the other hand, we've seen them plenty of times. And dear goodness, they wipe the floor. So, Reva, good luck. My bets are on Punima for this one. But then again, we don't know how Reva would play. Could go anyway. Spin the wheel again. Thank you, sir. This is so far. We've got 6 matches confirmed. That's 6, and we're looking at SRM Spikers blue. Apparently, we have 2 SRM Spikers, blue and red. Fair enough. They are going to be against. Who could it be? Let's spin the wheel and see for ourselves on what comes to be. Or we shall see. Faithfully. Team Bennett? Oh, Team Bennett as usual. They came close to finding their own friendly team. Could you imagine? Can you imagine if SRM Spikers blue went against SRM Spikers red? Oh god. The war crimes. Alright. Anywho, SRM Spikers blue. There's going to be SRM Spikers Team blue. We'll be fighting up against Team Bennett on round number 7. For round 8, and we only have 4 teams remaining, so keep your fingers crossed. Let's ready up. Spin the wheel, boys. Wait. Can be cruel. Chitkara Knights. Alright, Chitkara Knights. I saw them to have a pretty good logo. Lovely logo, I must admit. Now, who are they going to be up against, though? I need numbers. I want to see. I wish to know. I wish to see. Spin the wheel. And allow me to see who they will be fighting. Who is it? Is it Cheetahs? It's Cheetahs. Cheetahs indeed. All right, so it's going to be Chitka versus Cheetahs, and that does final off the final teams. But just for good measure's sake, we'll spin the wheel, just for good luck. Team GLA will, of course, be fighting off Team SRM Spikers Red for the final game. And there you have it. Can we have one last spin? I just want to see it. That's mesmerizing. It is. Alright. Anywho, well, that's going to be your faithful. That's going to be how the match will be. This, of course, is going to be the common way and the fixtures on how we'll be moving ahead. This is Rivalry League 1.0. There's plenty more to come, and the action will, of course, be unparalleled. Fair enough. Just going to give you a run through of the entire teams once again for all the viewers. JU Eagles will be going off against Mumbai Sharks Blue for Game 1. Game 2, DITU Guldars against VIT Titans Blue. Haven't heard a lot about them. VT Titans Red, however, will be fighting Team BCIIT on the third match. On match 4, however, I would highly recommend you stick around for this one. This is going to be pretty interesting and very, very exciting. We're going to have LPU Tigers go up against none other than Mumbai Sharks Red. They have been the nemesis for quite some time. And moving on, it's going to be Team BJMC versus Team RGIT for match number 5. Following up on Game 6, it's going to be Team REVA versus Purnima Panthers. Purnima Panthers, of course, are pretty well known in the gaming community. Next match is going to be SRM Spikers Blue, Team Blue for them, versus Team Bennett. I hope so, Bennett on that one. And for the second and last match, we're going to have Chitkara Dice against CU Cheetahs. Yeah, fair enough, good enough. For the last one, Team GLA versus SRM Spikers Red. This has been your host, Dave, with streamer Satyajit, and of course, my good old buddy, Renesis Ripon. So stay tuned, it's going to be an exciting match. I'll see you soon for the games, and keep your bets ready and keep practicing. So keep gaming. Stay in peace. Peace out.